What's up, what's up? This is Eric Bluetooth Griggs. For those who don't know, I'm a producer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, singer, rapper here in Los Angeles, California. You've heard me on songs like No Air with Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks, and on soundtracks like Dreamgirls and Straight Outta Compton. I've been a staff producer with Dr. Dre for over 10 years. Anyway, as passionate as I am about making music, and I am very passionate about making music, I am that passionate about educating people. Everything I do, I taught myself. So I'm uniquely suited to help you grow, especially in the areas of music production and songwriting. As I now get more active on YouTube again, I'm concerned about something. I'm invariably going to do a bunch of product reviews. I use virtually every type of studio gear on a regular basis on a professional level. So I'm gonna get into some specs and compare this gear to that gear, you know, the stuff that we go to YouTube for. But before I get into all that, I wanna address a concern that I have. As much as I love a nice, good, informative product review, and I do love them, there's a problem that has arisen because of the culture of social media that I wanna make sure I don't contribute to. Here's what I'm saying. This is the crux of it. Don't be a gearhead. Okay, this is a disclaimer for the whole site, so I don't ever have to say it again. No matter what I say about a piece of gear, no matter what it looks like, and it'll look, you know, like you should become a gear. At no point am I saying that you should become a gearhead. Okay, what's a gearhead? Let me illustrate it before I define it. Put it like this. Imagine a real estate agent is showing you the home of your dreams. Can you imagine saying, wow, this house is amazing. What excavator did they use to dig the foundation? And if they told you what excavator it was, like the agent is even gonna know that, would it affect how you feel about the house? Okay, that's not fair. It's not even music. Okay, all right. To that I say, what Michael Jackson fan has ever been listening to Thriller and said, man, I wish the Sony C800G microphone had existed then. Mike would have sounded so much better on the Sony C800G. I would venture to say, not a one. And Mike's got a lot of fans, but no record is more Grammy worthy if the console was an SSL or a Neve or fully in the box. Furthermore, the overwhelming majority of the gear that's being made today is literally trying to emulate the gear of decades gone by. And a lot of people would say all of this stuff pales in comparison to the original gear. But some of those people are gearheads. Anyway, a gearhead obsesses over features and specs, whether or not those numbers have any real world impact. A gearhead places more value on having the best or latest gear than being better at performing a task. I'm saying a task because this is not limited to music. There are gearheads in countless walks of life. So are some pieces of gear better than others for certain jobs? Yes. The truth is there are objectively better things for certain jobs. You should learn about the tools currently available to you, and I'm gonna help you with that. But consider this. If a piece of gear comes out today, that means every record that you've ever heard in your entire life was made without it. Think about that. Manufacturers would love for you to feel that you need their newest offering. But every song you love, every song you grew up on, every song that made you want to be a musician didn't use that piece of gear. So that's not the question. When it comes to the latest gear, it's not, do you need it? It's, will it help you do what you intend to do better and or more efficiently at a price point that makes sense for you? So I'm not saying don't get the gear. I got lots of gear. I'll show it to you. I'm just saying let's keep the main thing the main thing. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that will definitely make your music better is an increase in your skill level. You being better is the only thing that's guaranteed to enhance your music. While a LA2A style compressor can help make a song sound better, it can't make a song good. You know, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. You're a tool, right? You're a tool. I'm a tool. You're the most important piece of gear is what I'm trying to say. You take a producer out of a room, put a better one in it, That can be the difference between a bad song or no song at all and a hit record. You take a preamp out of a room, and there's no preamp in the world better enough to make a smash when there wasn't one. That's not a difference a preamp can make. We make this music for people to listen to, and the listener doesn't even know, and certainly doesn't care what was used to make it. They're just happy to hear it. So here we're gonna focus on skills. As we're doing that, we'll examine the tools being used so we're always keeping things in perspective. If that sounds good to you, hit subscribe, because you're definitely gonna wanna see what I got coming up. And be sure to hit the bell so you know when I release a new video. Also, follow me on Instagram at Bluetooth, BLU2TH. When I go live, I'm often making music. You can see my screen and ask me questions and I'll answer them, all that good stuff. Okay, thanks for listening to my rant. Now I can talk about gear in good conscience. Till then, stay balanced. Peace.